Now the fakes that are happening more are in the Gauri Shankar, in the Trijuti. People unfortunately are going on bigger size. So the farmers, they inject chemicals in order to increase the size of the seed. Savar is a good alternate to one Mukhi of Nepal.
Five Mukhi is also a part of our water therapy kit.
जितने भी साधु संत जो कमंडल में जल लेके चलते हैं, they go to a river side. They fill the water from the river. And inside that kamandal, if you see, will be a lot of five mukhis. They drink that water after a gap. It is good for digestion and blood circulation as well. Even in sugar control, we always suggest wearing 6 Mukhi Rudraksha.
What can a 7 Mukhi do?
Does help in getting back blocked funds.
8 Mukhi does bring about a luck factor. Do you think that is true?
8 plays a very important role in protection. Then when he sees the results, he can always upgrade. A combination of 8, 9 and 10 is very good for removing Kalsar dosh. Now Shastra says very clearly कि 10 Mukhi Sakshat Vishnu है. 13 Mukhi is for own ability to become an extrovert. Even politicians, they love the 13.
The 14 Mukhi, 16 Mukhi, 19 Mukhi. Let's proceed to the 20.
20 Mukhi and 21, both are for Kuber. The added advantage on 20 is people do get attracted towards a 21. They think Kuber matlab bahut paisa आएगा. It is not true, Samhita.
Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Mahadev. Welcome you all to Rudralife's internal podcast series. Today we come up with a very exciting topic where we will dive deep into all the different mukhis which are available in nature. We are going to cover 1 to 21, going one by one. And from our 20 years of experience, we are definitely going to try to bring a very deeper experience and knowledge and information for each bead. So stick with us till the end. Whichever bead you are interested to watch, you can always go to the timestamps. And if you have any questions or want us to cover anything in depth, you can always connect with us over WhatsApp, or you can also comment on the link on the video below. So without any further delay, let's step into the world of Rudrakshas and the different types. So Om Namah Shivaya, welcome.
Namaskar.
So Ek Mukhi se we start. Please tell us more about one Mukhi. Let's go into detail about the one Mukhi. Each and everything we can cover, and we'll go to the next aspect. Let's start the conversation.
One Mukhi is a very interesting topic, Somin. In the Shastras, it is written, Ek Vaktra Shiva, Sakshat Bhukti Mukti Falprada. सभी लोगों की जो इच्छाएं हैं भौतिक सांसारिक से लेके मोक्ष का भी मार्ग एक मुखी से मिलता है. एक मुखी is said to be directly associated with Lord Shiva himself. That means एक मुखी साक्षात शिव. That is why एक मुखी को पाने की लालसा इस पूरे भारतवर्ष में सभी को, जितने भी रुद्राक्ष के प्रेमी, उनका पहला क्वेश्चन हमेशा होता है कि एक मुखी है क्या. Now one mukhi is most sought after, and that is primarily the reason that 85% to 90% of the fakes in the market are sold as a one mukhi original. Now in our earlier podcasts as well, we have always clarified that one mukhi of Nepal, it is extremely rare, and one should not go after it. So we at Rudralife has had this stance since about 25 years now that one mukhi does not exist, and we don't endorse the one mukhi, rare one mukhi of Nepal, and it is our firm belief even today that it is not there, it does not exist. This I have mentioned in earlier podcasts as well of one mukhi which is there on our channel. One mukhi which is available and available in a decent quantity is what we endorse, is the half moon shaped variety, also known as Kaju Dana or Ardha Chandrakar. It's a boat shaped Heliocarpus tuberculosis found in south of India. As you know, Nepal variety is Heliocarpus denethris, but this bead which is found in south of India, this has good properties. It is found in reasonably good quantity, and it is reasonably priced as well. The other varieties of one mukhi that are prevalent or present in the market is or one of Indonesian variety, which it is not as effective as a Nepal variety, but yes, it is Eleucarpus genitris. That is of the shape of a wheat size shape, very small, but it is available. It is also available in plenty these days. Earlier on, maybe around 10 years back, it was very, very rare, so it was sold little expensive. But these days, you have the supply of this particular one mukhi of Indonesian origin. The third variety is one mukhi of Haridwar. Haridwar, generally, it is absolutely a fake. A tree which is of two mukhi, they basically block one portion of it and they sell it as one mukhi, which is not correct. So one should abstain from going for that variety. And generally, it is sold in the north temple towns, etc. Yeah, so this is what it is about Purana.
Vanmukhi is associated with the planet Surya. What are the benefits of wearing the Vanmukhi Rudraksha?
So in our 25 years experience, we have never done wholesale, etc. We directly interact with people one on one. So our experience is more on the experiences what all our believers and clients they have shared with us after wearing that particular variety. So the half moon shape variety, which is available, usme we have seen across the board focus, adhyatmic focus, focus in meditation. Even in their professional life, they have a good sense of improved focus, which is very, very important. Again, as you pointed out, that it is associated with Surya, it also brings in leadership qualities. Now, very interesting is that जितने भी लोग रिटायर हो जाते हैं और many people they buy for their elderly parents also they buy this one mukhi half moon shape again because adhyatma की ओर person जाता है उस समय and also it is good for because for Surya it is good for heart also. It's good for heart, it's good for blood circulation.
Got it. And which are the kind of people who should wear a Vanmukhi?
Very important. Generally, the professions is teachers. Number one, doctors. They are also governed by planet Surya. Leadership role who play in the society. Teachers, professors, principals, doctors, leaders also. They all go for one. एंड ऑल्सो ऑफकोर्स समाज में जो भी प्रतिष्ठित पोजीशन पे लोग हैं और समाज में प्रतिष्ठा के लिए वनमुखी हाफ मून शेप वैरायटी ऑफ साउथ इंडिया वी हैव सीन वेरी गुड रिजल्ट्स.
So, if somebody wants to wear a Vanmukhi, what are the different ways they can wear it as a combination, and what are the different types they can explore the power of a Vanmukhi?
The best way people wear, if they want to wear a single, of course they can wear it in thread, but generally people prefer to wear it in a Panchmukhi ki 108 mala, which we have a product Shiv mala. That is very sought after. People go for a Panchmukhi ki 108 ki Indonesian mala and niche a half moon shape variety. Now, care has to be noted that one mukhi of South India does not have a natural hole. So like we also sell is capped either in silver or gold as per liking. So you have to give it to a jeweler who can make it as a cage and then on a hook. So you have to be very careful that you don't pierce a hole in that one. So yeah, people can wear comfortably, although it is for everyone because our product, which is Siddhamala, it also has one mukhi of South India we put it. इसके अलावा आई वुड लाइक टू पॉइंट आउट हियर इज फिर भी people have a chaha and lalsa. They फिर भी they say, sir, this is of Indonesia, I don't want to go for it. This is of South India, I don't want to go for it. Because South India, this bead is also categorized as Bhadraksh. So there are many people who say we don't want to wear this, although Rudralife recommends wearing it because our Siddhamala is very popular and we have seen tremendous good results on it. But still there is an alternate in Nepal, which is instead of the one mukhi of Nepal, which is impossible. People can go for either a 15 mukhi, which is again for Pashupatinath, which is Shiva. And also they can go for a Savar Dana, which also is Gauri Ganesh with Shiv Ki Kripa. So people go for that now. Very recently, since about 2-3 years back, people have taken this Savardana and they have started breaking the Savar and the portion which has one line. Now they are selling it as one mukhi, which is absolutely not correct. Unfortunately, there are laboratories also which are endorsing it. One mukhi, if it is of Nepal, yes, I agree, it should be. By experience, I can say that it would be oblong in shape. It would be like the third eye of Lord Shiva. It would have one mukhi on top, clear line, but because of Nepal, it would have a natural hole and a compartment. These days, on a Savar or a Ganesh, you get something like a Hindi mein bolte hain massa or a wart. You have warts. So it's a phenomenon like a wart. So even if it is a very thin, slim, boatish shape with one line on it, there are laboratories which are giving in an endorsement that this is the one mukhi of Nepal. The bead, of course, is of Nepal, but then it is not the elusive one mukhi. And now these days, unfortunately, they are selling it in plenty.
Noted. I think we have covered everything about One Mukhi. Somebody who wants to go into detail of One Mukhi, you can always refer to the podcast link which is shared below. And so now can we proceed to the Two Mukhi?
Sure.
So in the Two Mukhi Rudraksha, please explain what are the different important details. Let's dive deep.
Two mukhi is for Ardhanarishwar form of Lord Shiva. Two mukhi is actually for unity within one own self. So it is very good for self-confidence. And two mukhi also brings in peace. It represents planet moon, and the beach mantra is Om Namah. And Chandra ki puja is Shiv ki puja for because he's Someshwar. Two mukhi, the results we have seen is brilliant, particularly if we wear it on the right hand. You are also wearing it on the right hand. You have seen results yourself. I also wear continuously since ages. Two mukhi is good for, if I say in one line or one word, it is for living in the moment. It is for peace. It is also good results we have seen in insomnia. Two mukhi is brilliant for relationships also. Cold cough, chest problems also. Two mukhi is good. It's a brilliant bead.
Two Mukhi among the range of 1 to 7 Mukhi or 1 to 10 if we see is one of the more rarer breeds. And Two Mukhi Nepal especially we don't find. So can you give us a little bit of idea about the rarity and different types of Two Mukhis of Nepal?
You will be surprised. Nepal knows that all two mukhis I take. There are. If today at Rudralife we might be having a collection of about maybe 200 beads of two mukhi. In Nepal, maybe you will not even get maybe 10 pieces because we buy all two mukhis. Number one, we have seen good results personally amongst across the section, and secondly, in our Siddhamala also we have 3 beads of two. Now, yes, two mukhi production is about maybe 400 pieces in a year. The demand is huge, and there are many people who wear, like we wear one single bead. There are many people who wear 11 beads of two mukhi. There is one client of ours who wears even 108 beads of two mukhi. There are people who wear 33 beads of two mukhi katta. Of course, after seeing the results in wearing only one, they would like to enhance that combination further. Now, two mukhi is also good for tie-ups, partnerships. So it is also good for people who do multifarious activities and they want to have good licensing, etc., and complete control. So two mukhi is helpful there also. So two mukhi of Nepal, because of availability, yes, it is little expensive, but it is really effective.
Does the Two Mukhi also help in regulating emotions?
Yes, two mukhi is for moon. And हमारे यहाँ Chandra is the major planet for governing our emotional. That is why they say that it is for living in the moment. So it is by controlling emotions, by controlling your stress levels. So it gives you that sense of calm and peace. There is one more variety because Mukhi is expensive. Then Mukhi of Haridwar is also widely used, but unfortunately it doesn't have a natural hole. So, and if we drill a hole in it, so you actually are just wearing a piece of wood. So it is not. It was in demand before, because before, again, maybe around 7 8 years back, the supply of Tumukhi of Nepal was hardly 30 40 beads in a year. But today the supply has increased because the trees have also increased. So Tumukhi is available now in plenty. But earlier on, people used to go for that Haridwar bead. These days, it is widely available, but not that effective.
Noted. Once I had asked you a question, if you remember, how do we differentiate between an Indian Tumukhi and a Nepali Tumukhi? Because for a person who has no experience with the naked eye, they both look quite similar.
Yes. One is that the Tumukhi of Haridwar is the grains on it, the structure of it is little bit more thorny. It looks as if it has needle-like structure on top. Secondly, it is more softer. If you just press it a bit, you will have a feeling that this is little softer material as compared to the one of Nepal. Nepal is again same like a Faimukhi, sturdy, strong, with proper prominent grooves, brain-like structure. The Tumukhi of Haridwar is not that brain-like structure. It is more of pointed in nature and little crooked, something like uh, a wild berry kind of a structure, berry ke jo seeds hote hain, something like that. So it is, and of course we have our facility. One can always click a photograph and send it to by WhatsApp to any of our recommenders. We can analyze it, and visually we can always suggest to them what variety is it. So for experienced people, it is very easy to determine. So if they can just send it, the service is free at our place. So they can always avail that service.
That's great. I think we have covered the Tumukhi in depth. Let's proceed towards the Trimukhi. So please tell us about the Trimukhi and what it brings for people.
Trimukhi, Lord Agnidev. Trimukhi is the beach mantra is Om Klim Namaha. Trimukhi, we have seen excellent results in just in a black thread. Trimukhi can be worn single piece by small kids, so that it is good for little bit accident protection. जो गिरते पड़ते हैं उनके लिए अच्छा है. Trimukhi is also good again for energy, self-confidence and determination. Trimukhi generally, if people want to go specifically for their planet Mars, or for this particular aspect of Trimukhi, for more energy. So then they have to go minimum 3 beads of Trimukhi, and can be worn in any thread, black, red, or any thread of their choice. Can be worn in any chain, silver, gold, whatever of their choice. But main is, as is true for all Rudraksh, it should be worn inside and it should be touching our skin. And Trimukhi, very good results we have seen. Also, you'll be surprised, जो वास्तु में अग्निकोण होता है, उसमें many people have used and seen brilliant results by putting the Trimukhi over there in their factories, in their houses. वो गाड़ देते हैं Trimukhi को उस अग्निकोण में. So it is good for bringing in prosperity and good health to people. So Trimukhi primarily is more on health part. Agnidev ka hai, energy, immunity, it improves the immunity of the body. Trimukhi also is interesting is for it burns off your past karmas. तो karmas of past life जो बोलते हैं अपने यहाँ हिंदू पद्धति में है कि karmas को negate करने के लिए Trimukhi and Faimukhi both are very very good. So it in sense Trimukhi helps us in attaining moksha in this life. So Trimukhi that way is extremely important in the spiritual context of
Trimukhi is also part of a very popular combination of the life, which is the Swasthya.
Yes.
can you explain a little bit about the Swasthibandh and why it gives us good results?
Yeah. So Trimukhi, Swasthbandh is
Who is it for?
yeah. So Swasthbandh is for general good health. It is again as Trimukhi is for immunity and for past karmas or past life. Trimukhi is good for improving your internal health, and five Mukhi is good for heart and blood circulation. So combination of two beads of Trimukhi and three beads of five Mukhi. So we made this Swasthbandh about around 22 23 years back, and the results are very very good, and it's our trademark registered product, and people have really benefited, and it is very reasonably priced as well, and people wear it for good blood circulation, heart, anxiety, as well as for overall good health and well-being.
I just want to take a little off with this and ask you one interesting question for all the three Mukhis, and we'll answer them later. In one line, explain one Mukhi, two Mukhi, and three Mukhi.
One Mukhi, meditative focus. Two Mukhi, peace of mind, living in the moment. Three Mukhi, energy, fire.
I think we have done justice to these three Mukhis. And let's proceed to the fourth now, which is four Mukhi. So please tell us about the four Mukhi and what can one expect with the four Mukhi.
Somil, in life, I feel if a person is not creative, then I feel there is no purpose in living. So, four Mukhi is for Lord Brahma. It's for creativity. It's for new ideas. Uh, Four Mukhi is extremely beneficial for kids, for learning, for education, it's for creativity, for memory. Four Mukhi controls our brain functions. So again, uh, for anyone who has any problems of, say for example, headaches or any brain related issues, four Mukhi is extremely important. Four Mukhi is advised for children for improving their memory, concentration, and we have seen very very good results. Uh, Here, I would like to mention one point which is very interesting, and people should know about this. One Mukhi, again half moon shape, is Kajudana. The two Mukhi, if you see it closely from the top pole of it is oval in shape. The bead is also like this, it's oval in shape, oblong in shape. Three Mukhi is pyramidal in shape. So when you see the top portion of a three Mukhi, you will find it absolutely like a triangle on top, from top. Now, when people convert a three Mukhi to a one Mukhi, if you just see the top and if you can see a pyramid, so it's a three Mukhi. Four Mukhi will have a square. All four Mukhis, when you see that, it has four lines. But if you see the mouth of the Rudraj, the top portion, you will see a perfect square in all four Mukhis. In five Mukhi, you will see a penta. In six Mukhi, you will see six sides. So this is also one manner, because as you know, in one Mukhi, people take a five Mukhi, they obliterate the four lines. But if I see immediately from top, if I see, say, a square or a pentagon, I always tell you, go and check it. You will find that from inside, you will find five compartments or four compartments. So this is also just a tip for people to immediately see how the bead is.
And it's a very logical and a very easy to follow tip at home. As well.
Yeah. So four Mukhi finds a very very important combination of ours is the Saraswati Ban. Somil, you'll be surprised. It's so easy a combination, and so many of our clients, they take five pieces or six pieces, they distribute within the family to people. Even you'll be surprised, many people they take it during Rakhi to gift back to the brother. So they take the Saraswati Ban, बच्चों के लिए लेते हैं for, and beautiful, brilliant results in improvement in their not only memory, concentration, but also ekagrata and focus. The focus is by the sixth Mukhi, and intelligence and wit and wisdom is by the sixth Mukhi. So two beads of four and one bead of six, Saraswati Bandh is our again age-old combination, and beautiful results, which of course the testimonials also, we have it on our website. People can view what kind of changes they have seen in their own kids, and very comfortable to wear, and very good for.
Brilliant. So let's proceed towards the most popular, most commonly available Rudraksh, which is the five Mukhi. So please tell us about the five Mukhi. People, before we go ahead, I just wanted to talk about the five Mukhi. It is not only the most commonly abundantly available, but it is honestly a bead which people are not sure about its benefits, because again, for whatever human nature. So I want you to highlight and tell us what are the benefits and what is the five Mukhi.
The beach mantra of five Mukhi is Om Hrim Namah. We can say, for example, if a person says Rudraksh, that means it's a fact. That is, this five Mukhi is a bead which is available in plenty. Five Mukhi is, say, even structurally, one of the most perfectly designed structure as a seed of a fruit. Pentagon again, and it is represented by Kalagni Rudra. Now, again, as we mentioned earlier in the Teen Mukhi, past karmas. So, Kalagni, Rudra, and Agni, a combination. So, five Mukhi helps also in attaining moksha, in spiritual upliftment. So, if you will find major people in the country, sadhu, sant, sannyasi, they all wear a five. Five Mukhi is most common, and the best part of five Mukhi is it can never be fake. I have yet to see a fake five Mukhi. Number one, it's available in plenty. Number two, even the jap malas, all are five Mukhis. They are also available in plenty, easy, different sizes, of course, of Indonesian origin. Plus, all the sadhus, sannyasis, siddhis, they do the japas on the Nepali bead five Mukhi, easily available. They wear five Mukhi. Of course, जैसे आम अलग अलग प्रकार के होते हैं, fruits from different regions. So yes, जैसे केसरी, लंगड़ा, chosa, hapus. So yes, you internally in a five Mukhi, definitely from which region it is coming from. So you have a lot of varieties on it. So five Mukhi can range right from say a 10 rupee bead to a bead which is for about 2500 or 3000 even. So yeah, that's it. But functionality is the same. It is for Kalagni Rudra. It is for general peace of mind. It is very good for blood circulation. It is also good for anxiety. Very important for people. Somil, this we have seen the results amongst many people. कई लोगों को palpitation होती है और घबराहट होती है. Or even if people have a problem of missing beat in their echo, ECG, etc. Five Mukhi Kantha is brilliant. So five Mukhi is also, as you know, during Shravan, during Mahashivratri also, we gift to a lot of temples in the country, a lot of Jyotirlings in the country. We just, of course, we remain anonymous there, but we send beads, offering it to Lord Shiva and then distributing amongst the masses. So five Mukhi generally is a good bead. Yeah, people don't glorify it much because it is not that expensive maybe, but I personally really feel that if anybody wants to start, and this I mentioned in many of my podcasts, start to see the effects of Rudraksh. So they can blindly first go for a five Mukhi from anywhere. As I said, it is never fake. And then they can experience the results and then they can graduate to the other Mukis.
Five Mukhi is a part of a lot of our combinations, if you think about it. Can you name a few of the popular combinations
Oh,
when it comes
we
to?
have almost all bracelets are there that people wear. All the japmalas. Five mukhi, we have it as hanging also. We have five mukhi kanthas. Yeah, five mukhi is integral in all our combinations. Even in the Siddhamala, we have three beads of five mukhi. Even in Indramala, we have five mukhis. So five mukhi is a integral part. And yeah, even for many people use Rudraksh as for Vastu and energizing the area. Like for example, the backrest that I have here, This is very good for back, by the way, this mat, Rudraksh mat. One should not sit on the mat, but placing it behind the chair, this is very good for back pain, massaging, and and it gives you good energy also. So five mukhi is used in various such combinations as well. For fashion, if you want, people use generally a five mukhi only. So yeah, all across bracelets, you have five mukhi.
Five Mukhi is also a part of our water therapy kit.
Interesting, yes. Good you reminded me that. जितने भी साधु संत जो कमंडल में जल लेके चलते हैं, वो they go to a riverside, they take a bath there, they fill the water from the river, but they don't drink it. And inside that kamandal, if you see, will be a lot of five mukhis. And then they drink that water after a gap, say maybe 12 hours or 18 hours, or because the water then gets charged. So this has been, water therapy is going on since ancient times in our country. So our water kit that we have done research also on, scientific research on it, in 1 glass of water for one person, 3 beads. And now these beads, what we get in water therapy is right from the source, so that there is no touch, etc. So it has the essence of nature in it. So those, if we soak it, if we put it in a glass of water, glass can be any glass or steel or copper, up to you, and have that water in the morning on an empty stomach. It actually gives you more alkalinity, which is good. So it is good for digestion and blood circulation as well.
Brilliant. I think we have covered almost every aspect of five Mukhi. Let's proceed towards the six Mukhi now. So six Mukhi, please tell the audience what it is and what are the benefits of a six Mukhi.
Om Hrim Hum Namaha is the Beej mantra of a six Mukhi Rudraksha, represented by Swami Kartikeya. And also, planet-wise, we have seen good results in Venus. Six Mukhi, again, very, very integral part in the Saraswati Bandh of students, which gives you more wit, intellect, wisdom, focus, is the six Mukhi. Six Mukhi is also very good for Vak Chaturta, argumental skills, explanation, being a little extrovert also, because Shukra ka hai. So six Mukhi is a brilliant bead. Again, I have never seen any tampering in a 4 Mukhi, 5 Mukhi and 6 Mukhi. You will always get original. So a Saraswati Bandh, from wherever you buy, you will get an original piece only. Of course, again, as I said, gradation of quality is what we can offer. But 6 Mukhi also, people can experiment the results of it, very easily available, and very, very good bead. We have seen good results in neuro problems also by the six Mukhi, and also in sugar control. So even in sugar control, we always suggest wearing six Mukhi Rudraksha. Six Mukhi also is very good in solving any kind of ladies' gynec problems. So six Mukhi is beneficial there as well. So yeah, very, very interesting bead.
Any cases or clientele where six Mukhi multiple beads are worn for any particular cases? Any of these beads?
Interesting, yeah. For example, as I said, 5 Mukhi for palpitation, which results we have seen across many testimonials we have on this, including of doctors. So that we have to wear 33 beads. In 4 Mukhi, now very interesting, 4 Mukhi is also more like a कैटलिस्ट. जैसे एक दाल में अगर आपको मसाला डालोगे तो थोड़ा स्पाइसी हो जाता है. सो 4 मुखी कभी कभार ऐसा लगता है लाइफ में बस चला जा रहा है, देयर इज नो रोमांच या नो. सो देयर अ 4 मुखी कंठा 33 बीड्स रियली एनर्जाइजेज यू इमीडिएटली. इवन अ 6 मुखी कंठा डस. So 4 and 6 is used for that also as well. So people should go for more number of these beads. And six Mukhi Kantha also is brilliant for example, for creative art people. जैसे सरस्वती बंद में we add only 2, 4 and 1, 6 because for students generally till maybe 7th, 8th standard. Once they go maybe 11th, 12th, then we go as per their date of birth or their specific needs of removing obstacles or reducing the malefic effects of planets, etc. Six Mukhi, on the other hand, for example, painters, artists, people who are in that kind of, or maybe writers. So they should go for the entire kantha of Six Mukhi. Yeah, there they will see very, very good results. Stage performers, beautiful if they wear a Six Mukhi kantha.
What about the health benefits of a six mukhi?
Six Mukhi, health-wise, as I said, for sugar control, it is also good for ladies' gynec problems. It is also good for neuro. Yeah, it's a brilliant bead.
Now let's go towards the second most popular bead, in my opinion, seven Mukhi Rudraksha. Please educate us on the seven Mukhi and its properties.
Om Hum Namaha is the beach mantra for seven Mukhi. Shani ka Rudraksh hota hai. And it is represented in the Shastras. It is said that it represents Saptarishi, Anant Nag, and Devi Lakshmi. Seven Mukhi, yes, it is a very sought after bead because it is reasonably priced at present. The supply is sufficient, and Lakshmi ji ka kyunki hai, one of the Shastra describes this as it is for Lakshmi. So logon ki चाह और लालसा इसकी तरफ ज़्यादा रहता है. We have various products on seven Mukhi also. One is, of course, the seven Mukhi in cash box. Seven Mukhi hanging is very good. And seven Mukhi, of course, in all our professional combinations for growth, be it in marketing or in business or as in salaried professionals also. Seven Mukhi plays a very important role in giving stability of wealth. Somil, one aspect one should understand is also that how much is enough. So if in our own internal consciousness, if we get a little bit amount of satisfaction of what we have, that gives you a more clarity and stability in thought process. So honestly, although I have seen very good results on the seven Mukhi, but I would not say कि उससे एकदम से धन प्राप्ति हो जाती है. But एक जगह पे we have to have a satisfaction कि yeah, okay, what we have achieved so far is good. Now let's move ahead. उसके लिए सात मुखी बहुत अच्छा होता है. Seven Mukhi is available, reasonably priced. Seven Mukhi का एक aspect which is extremely good and effective is health part. Seven Mukhi का 33 bead kantha is very, very good for number one, reducing the malefic effect of Saturn, but it is extremely good for back pain, paralysis. It's good for, very good for, neck pain, etc. So seven Mukhi, we have a lot number of satisfied clients. Many people who buy the Siddhamala or any higher combination, they also take a seven Mukhi kantha, 33 beads of seven Mukhi, to keep it with them, around them. Somebody they keep it in their office, somebody they keep it in their near their bedside. Sometimes they wear it at leisure whenever they are at home. So it's very, very effective.
Brilliant. And seven Mukhi you have seen since so many years, so many people are wearing. In terms of spiritual benefits, what are what can a seven Mukhi do?
As I said, seven Mukhi is more for stability. Seven Mukhi is more for satisfaction level. So it is very, very good for it. From the chakra point of view, actually more beneficials are Mukhis which are 8 and above. They act majorly on your chakras. Seven Mukhi, yes, it does activate a little bit of your Agya chakra, but more is for, I would suggest, I would rather say that it improves a little bit of your Vishuddha chakra. Seven Mukhi. But yeah, major beads are 8 Mukhi and above, which act more prominently on your chakras in our body. Although I totally say, and I have seen the results in such a long journey, that all Rudrakshas and every Mukhi has its spiritual benefits, its meditation benefits, its health benefits, as well as in normal grahast life, in professional life, it has its professional benefits also. So any Mukhi Rudraksh, it acts in various planes. So uh, that is why we are mentioning even the disease part, health part, where we have seen the results. Now, for example, a normal person would wear maybe one bead of 7 or 3 beads of 7, but जो सिद्धि साधक होते हैं, जिनको शनि की बहुत बड़ी उपासना करनी है, दे देन गो फॉर मल्टीपल बीड्स. वो 33 बीड्स का कंठा भी पहनेंगे, वो शनि का प्राम प्रीम प्रोम सह शनिश्चराय नमः का अगर मंत्र सिद्धि करनी है तो 7 मुखी की माला में करेंगे. सो देर आर, एज यू नो, रुद्राक्ष इज अ टूल, but how you use it depends also on the user, how he wants to enhance his own capacity. तो इस तरीके से we suggest to people that in for a particular achievement, what kind of combination of that particular mukhi a person can wear in order to get desired results.
Noted. So, if a person is going through financial struggles, which is the what we have seen one of the main motives for people to go for a 7-mukhi, what should a person expect if they're coming for a solution to such a problem, and how long, what kind of a journey should they be expecting?
One, I have seen good results in 7-mukhi, does help in getting back blocked funds. Second, I have seen that it also opens up some new opportunity. 7-mukhi does open up new opportunities.
And how many months should you be patient?
1.5 to 2 months. 1.5 to 2 months.
7-mukhi bracelet is also one of our best-selling products.
Yes. 7-mukhi bracelet is very much sought after. Now, 7-mukhi bracelet also is made on various forms. One is a single bead of 7-mukhi. Then other one is all beads of 7-mukhi, maybe 11 beads of 7-mukhi that you wear. Yes, it looks a little bit bulky, the 7 beads, but yeah, it is very sought after.
Brilliant. So if you wanted to encapsulate the 7-mukhi in one line, how would you do that?
Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi. Let's proceed to the 8-mukhi now. So please tell us about the 8-mukhi and what it represents.
8-mukhi is for Rahu. Again, the beach mantra is Om Hum Namaha, and it is blessed by Lord Ganesha. Somil, 8-mukhi and above, now in all these beads, the supply is very limited. But as I said, 8-mukhi and above, they act on your chakras, and the results are really astonishing. Because of the rarity of the bead, now it depends again. How do you determine out of the lot, out of the produce, which bead is effective? Now there, we fortunately by Lord Shiva's grace, we have, seeing the entire production. As you know, we are the largest buyers of Rudraksh in the world today. So seeing the different varieties from which area, which region of the Arun Valley the Rudrakshas are grown, from there which quality is more effective. So we deal in that only. These days, people unfortunately are going on bigger size. So the farmers, they are, again, because of greed, they use medicines in the fertilizers and in the tree. They inject chemicals in order to increase the size of the seed, which unfortunately does not come into some of the beads. They don't come into the classification of effective beads, because you have to have a size cum density ratio, size cum weight ratio, and also the effectiveness. Of course, they're using medicines rampantly, primarily because of greed. But even in bigger beads, you have to see 2-3 more parameters which we check in the laboratory in order to make the bead effective. So one has to be a little careful, because, as I said, these beads are less produced in a year, and the demand is very high. So one should be very, very careful in this. And the pricing also of 8-mukhi and above is slightly on the higher side. 8-mukhi is extremely good for Mooladhara Chakra, removing obstacles, providing with new opportunities. 8 Mukhi is extremely good health wise for stomach, gums, lungs. 8 Mukhi is for blessings of Lord Ganesha. So people, almost all who have who wear 8 Mukhi, they always say कि सर एक अच्छी opportunity आई है. So again, I always say that Rudraksh is a tool. Now, whenever you wear any Mukhi or any combination, some opportunities they come your way, sometimes 4 or 5. I always tell people, Somil, that take one step. Don't say no, I cannot do this, or maybe if it is in your destiny. For example, an electrical engineer retired as president marketing textiles, and I'm here in Rudralife. So you never know what your destiny is. So take one step in that direction. Whatever opportunities come in, I always suggest to people after wearing Rudraksh, if it is right for you, it will pull you. So so this majorly I've seen with the wearers of 8 and 9 Mukhi. They see an opening up of more unique opportunities. Maybe it is in your destiny.
Brilliant. 8 Mukhi, because when we start anything auspicious, we pray to Ganesh ji. Similarly, I have heard from few of my own clients that 8 Mukhi does bring about a luck factor. Do you think that is true?
Yeah, because Ganesha is the first god. He's prayed on and new beginnings. So yes, 8 Mukhi does open up opportunities, so it is for luck.
We have a very successful combination made of 7, 8 and a 12 Mukhi, which we recommend for people in financial and prominent positions. How have you seen the results of this combination with 7, 8?
7, 8 is for Ganesh and Lakshmi. दीपावली पे हम गणेश और लक्ष्मी जी की पूजा करते हैं. तो हमारा जैसे 2 7 Mukhis in cash box is a product. There is also a very nice product which is the Ganesh Lakshmi in cash box. So which is a 7 Mukhi and a Ganesh Rudraksh, the Rudraksh with a trunk. So 7 and 8 Mukhi, because it represents Ganesha directly. So 7 and 8 combination and added on with a 12 for businessmen is very, very effective. This combination is running since last about 12 years, very successfully. And if you add a 13, so it is good for marketing and trading for traders. So 12, 13, 14, if you add with a 7 and 8 combination, it enhances that person's ability in that particular field. So 7 and 8, because of Ganesha Lakshmi, everybody wants that obstacles nahi hone chahiye. One more approach that Rudralife takes when we recommend Rudraksh, because Somil, everybody wants good only in life. Everybody is working hard to explore themselves, their own abilities, and they work with full energy. It is the obstacles that, maybe hamper their growth in that particular field. So Rudralife's approach since beginning, since 25 years now, has been to remove the obstacles first. So the initial combinations that we suggest, we don't suggest a very aggressive combination. For example, if a person is good in marketing, so we can enhance but he's facing obstacles. So better, rather than increasing his marketing strength, it's better to, remove the obstacle part. So that way the combination also becomes easier, simpler to wear also. And then when he sees the results, he can always upgrade his combination to further levels. So 8 plays a very important role in protection.
Brilliant.
Interesting. 8 Mukhi is also good for vices. Yeah, because of Rahu. Also, whenever, say, if there are children who are in 10th standard or 12th standard or college going students, उनके लिए भी we suggest 8 Mukhi so that they have good company, and no vices, etc. Because those are the age where generally people get influenced by maybe the circle of friends nearby. So 10 and 8, both the beads are very important there.
So just a little bit touching on the vices part, because Rahu also is a planet where people are quite afraid and confused with on how to go about it. So if a person wears a 8 Mukhi, what kind of results should they see in this transformation, and how should they expect a journey with the 8 Mukhi?
Somil, again, I'm very frank in my approach. I'm not like people who really claim a lot. But हमारे को कुछ मैं ये नहीं बोलता कि 8 मुखी से डेफिनेटली वाइसेस हट जाएंगे. बट येस, आई हैव सीन पीपल सेइंग कि सर आई हैव लेफ्ट दिस आफ्टर वेयरिंग. सो that desire has to come from within. And honestly, I have seen people, even after wearing Rudraksh, they are continuing on their vices. So it's not as if I can, put a claim on that. But yes, the desire definitely comes on the person. And of course, if anybody wants to remove those vices, first he has to have his self-confidence and will and determination first. And if he wants to tread the path, 8 Mukhi helps in the process.
Brilliant. So let's now proceed towards the 9. So please tell us about the 9 Mukhi and what it does.
देवी दुर्गा का 9 मुखी रुद्राक्ष is one of the most you can say high in energy Rudraksh. It is for dynamism, fearlessness, but I have seen results in 9 mukhi that immediately after wearing, within 3 days, the person sees a different kind of energy in a 9. This I have seen only in 2 beads, in 9 and a 12. So 9, we can say it is maybe little more radioactive, or it is a more energetic Rudraksh. Now 9 mukhi also is very good for spirituality. केतु को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. एंड 9 मुखी का ओम ह्रीम हुम नमः उसका बीज मंत्र है. 9 मुखी में मेजरली बिकॉज इट इज़ देवी, दुर्गा शक्ति, देवी पावर. सो यू हैव इट एज अ ब्रेसलेट. लेडीज कैन वेयर. इट इज़ गुड फॉर वर्किंग वुमेन. फॉर मेन ऑल्सो इट इज़ वेरी गुड फॉर प्रोटेक्शन अगेंस्ट evil eye, etc. 9 मुखी इज़ वेरी वेरी गुड फॉर देवी साधना, मंत्र उच्चारण, and tantric practices, or any mantra siddhi practices. 9 mukhi plays a very very important role there. 9 mukhi is also good for communication skills, improving communication skills and leadership qualities. So 9 is a very very effective bead. Also 9 is good for removing obstacles, because as Rahu also creates obstacles, Ketu also does. So 9 mukhi is very very beneficial there also. One more thing is jealousy factors from people. Many a times, that plays also a very important role. Ki people get jealous of you, and you do receive some kind of negative energies, or hidden enemies also. 9 mukhi is effective there as well.
In terms of health, 9 Mukhi, what are the benefits?
9 mukhi is number 1 very very good against stomach, body pains. Body pains के लिए 9 is really very effective. And major result is also in stomach. For example, indigestion problems and constipation problems. There are good results in the 9 mukhi.
Noted. So in combinations with different Mukhis, which all does 9 Mukhi go well with?
9 goes extremely well with 7. So 2 7s and 1 9 is very very good for body pains and back pain. Also a combination of 8, 9 and 10 is very good for removing Kalsarp dosh, and negativity of हमारे कुंडली में करीब 72 तरीके के दोष बताएं. Kalsarp being one of them, Pitra dosh being one of them. So 8, 9 and 10 and 11, these are the 4 beads which are for protection. 8, 9, 10 and 11. And in the lower beads, 3 and 5. For karmas of past life. So 8, 9 and 10 is good for Kalsarp dosh nivaran also, and 10 mukhi is good for Pitra dosh, etc. So these are beads more for protection till 11. 11 and upwards are beads for now putting the accelerator in our vehicle. That is more for forward growing and growth. So 8, 9, 10, 11 are very very important beads.
Brilliant. I think we should get one line for a 9 Mukhi before stepping to the next.
Durga Shakti, dynamism and fearlessness.
Brilliant. Let's step to the next one. 10 Mukhi. Please tell us about the 10.
10 Mukhi Beej mantra is Om Hrim Namaha. It is said to be blessed by Lord Vishnu. Now, Shastra says very clearly कि 10 Mukhi Sakshat Vishnu hai. Now, here is the brilliance. Shiv Puran is praising Vishnu. जबकि हमारे यहाँ Shaivites and Vishwarites, ये हमने classification कर दिया, but they used to complement their internal energies, and in all the epics they have helped each other and complemented each other. तो रुद्राक्षों में जो शिव की आंखों से जो उत्पत्ति हुई है और उसमें 10 मुखी पे साक्षात विष्णु जी का आशीर्वाद रहता है. एंड शास्त्र शिव पुराण में तो लिखा है 10 मुखी साक्षात विष्णु हैं. सो स्ट्रेट. 10 Mukhi is a very, very good bead for removing negative effects of all 9 planets. It does not have any ruling planet, so it is very, very good for Navgrah Shanti. It is very good for people who have negative thoughts or they are prone to negativity, etc. 10 Mukhi is the best shield. Many political leaders, many people in public life, they wear our Narayan Kavach, 10 beads of 10 Mukhi and 1 bead of 1 Mukhi for leadership, 1 Mukhi. So, Narayan Kavach, even there are many people wearing 33 beads of 10 Mukhi. And it has given them immense confidence, immense protection, and they basically protect your entire aura and shield you against all kinds of negativity. So 10 is very, very important there. Blessed by Vishnu. So definitely Vishnu is the Palanhar. He is the main Karta. And he blesses us with all what we do in life. So 10 Mukhi is extremely good for political leaders, people in public life.
Anything in terms of, you had said that 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 are for protection, and 10 Mukhi also plays a part in our protection bracelet. Any other usage of the 10 Mukhi?
Because it is a balanced bead and it is for Navgrah Shanti and it does not have any ruling planet. Somil, you'll be surprised, many people use Rudraksh for dowsing purpose. Yes. There is a dowsing ki kriya bhi hai. So usme many a times they use the pyramid, and above the pyramid they place a 10 Mukhi. It's majorly for having no effect of the environment on the dowsing apparatus. So 10 Mukhi is used in Vastu, in dowsing. 10 Mukhi is also used for energizing the Garbhgrah of your house or your premise. Garbhgrah ke activation mein for Vastu गाड़ा जाता है on the ब्रह्मस्थल में. तो उधर what Rudraksh that you primarily use is 10 Mukhi and 12 Mukhi and 5 Mukhis. So that is for activation of the energy of the entire aura, entire environment. Our one of the most sought after combination is the Dosh Nivaran also. Now Dosh Nivaran is basically a 10 Mukhi hanging. It is for hanging it in the front of the house, inside the house. It is for protecting against evil eye and negativity from people. कई लोगों को लगता है घर बड़ा अच्छा बनाया है, तो एक नज़र जैसा होता है, तो उसके लिए people use it to hang it in their offices. Whenever we have our events also, we do hang a 10 Mukhi. It's a SOP that has been, is followed by all our exhibition people. So yeah, at the entrance of the house or office, or even many people place it in their office cabins. 10 Mukhi Dosh Nivaran is very, very sought after combination from Rudralife.
So if you had to describe the 10 Mukhi in one line?
Removing obstacles and Navgrah Shanti.
Brilliant. Let's proceed towards the 11. Please tell us about the 11 Mukhi.
11 Mukhi is Ekadash Rudra Roop of Lord Shiva, which is Lord Hanuman. 11 Mukhi is Om Hrim Hum Namaha, and because of Hanuman we do say it is for Mars, but actually 11 Mukhi again does not have any ruling planet per se, so it is very, very good for Navgrah Shanti. But one thing unique, it has all the properties of the 10 Mukhi, But one thing unique in the 11 is that it really improves your immunity of your body. It is extremely good for energy from within and more so in the health parameter. 11 Mukhi is also very good for people in travel, in travel business. 11 Mukhi hanging, as you know, it is there in your car as well, and it is there in my car also. We the 11 Mukhi hanging that we place, Durgatna Nashak. So it is good for protection, and you know personally you have had that experience as well. So 11 Mukhi is very very effective there, and we have seen brilliant results as a using it for hanging in vehicles. 11 Mukhi wearing, again in our protection bracelet you have the 9, 10 and 11. 11 people wear is more for even athletes. All people who are in athletics, sports, for them 11 Mukhi is brilliant. All people in army, police force, brilliant is the 11 Mukhi.
Management.
Yeah, for growth in those particular sector. So yeah, a lot of people in police, in army, they wear our 11 Mukhi and they are extremely satisfied. Anyone dealing in labor intensive work or dealing with lots of people or labor, people in HR for example, 11 Mukhi, brilliant. It is good for also people in IT field. So it is good for networking, 11. It is good for networking. Bahubal se kaam is 11 Mukhi. Very good results.
Now the next one, 12 Mukhi Rudraksha.
So now we come to the beads which are which work as an accelerator in your journey. 12 Mukhi is representing Lord Sun. It is wonderful bead for businessmen, professionals, for more growth in vision also. So people in business, people in leadership roles, chartered accountants, even in doctors, 12 Mukhi representing Surya is very, very important. 12 Mukhi is more for excellence or increasing your abilities for management control, people in MBA, etc. Even children who are pursuing MBA, for example, management studies. So people in management, etc. 12 Mukhi is very, very important. Other aspect which is very, very interesting and beneficial in 12 Mukhi is that it is the best bead for heart as well as eyesight. So 12 Mukhi with the Beach Mantra, round crown, shroud, round namaha, it is very, very effective for heart ailments, for internal organs, because planet Surya controls the entire blood flow as well as all the entire organs in the body. So 12 Mukhi is a brilliant bead. It is good for heart chakra. So many people, when not that they expect anything in return, but they do good to others, but they don't even get a thank you in the process. So that because of that, they develop some knots in their heart chakra, some regrets in life. So 12 Mukhi is good for opening up the heart chakra. It is good for internal peace, and it is good for good balance and more clarity. So 12 is very, very effective for senior management people who need to have their heart where their mind is, in a manner of speaking. And it's a brilliant bead, and it is very, very sought after bead.
I have seen you make a 12 Mukhi Kantha for a customer. Can you please share more on that?
Now, you see, again, as I said, depending on the person, what is his desire. Many people, they see brilliant results in 12 Mukhi, so they want to enhance that particular capacity, and all other things are going good, but they want to have more excellence in that particular field. So that 12 Mukhi Kantha was for a person who is into very big research in cancer in US. Now, he started a combination with 12 Mukhi. So his date of birth was also 1 and 1. So he was controlled entirely by Surya. All other planets were brilliant. He had a brilliant Mercury. That is why he went into research. And Once he saw the, you see, now that particular gentleman did not see the result of Rudraksh in terms of his financial growth. He saw in his efficiency in the research that he was doing. So he then started with 3 beads of 12, then he graduated to 18 beads of 12, and now he's wearing 33 beads of 12. So yeah, 12 people experience results and then they keep increasing their combination. Also for leaders, top leaders, 12 Mukhi for, for their expression and enhancement of their own abilities of leadership qualities. 12 Mukhi is brilliant there.
12 Mukhi as a hanging Rudraksh also is available at Rudralife. Can you explain how does that work?
As I told you that in the Garbhgriha, to energize the Garbhgriha, we put a 12 Mukhi on the Brahmasthal. At the same time, 12 Mukhi hanging on the center of the house. You see, Surya is the giver of light in our planetary system. The source of energy and light is Surya. So when you place a 12 Mukhi hanging, which is Vastu hanging in the center of the hall, so then it energizes the entire bhavan. So 12 Mukhi hanging, you're right, is very, very effective in Vastu hanging as well.
If you had to summarize the 12 Mukhi into one line, what would that be?
Name, fame and growth.
Let's move to the 13 now. Please explain to us about the 13.
13 Mukhi Rudraksh is for Indradev. 13 Mukhi is for the pleasures of the world. 13 Mukhi is for expression, Vakchaturita. It is for argumental skills, convincing power. It's for your own ability to become an extrovert. So 13 Mukhi is very good for people's person. So again, even politicians, they love the 13. People who are stage performers, actors, actresses, they all go for the 13 Mukhi for aura, charisma, attraction. So 13 is brilliant for marketing, traders. It is also good for people who are into retail ventures. For example, if somebody has a retail store, for them 13 Mukhi is very good. Anybody who's in people's contact and requires argumental skills, convincing power, for them 13 Mukhi is brilliant, brilliant bead. The beach mantra is Om Hrim Namaha, and the planet is Venus. So 13 Mukhi is really, really very effective for more expression.
What can a person see in terms of health benefits for a 13?
13 Mukhi, anything related to the reproductive system. 13 Mukhi is good. In females, ladies, it is good for any gynec issues, etc. 13 is good for that. Also, there are people who sometimes they shirk. For example, they say that, no, I don't have that kind of public speaking. Or even people who have a little lisp in their talking. Haklana jo bolte hain. Unke liye bhi for expression, etc. 13 is very, very good. So 13 is, it's a bead to open up yourself and increasing your ability to be more expressive.
Noted.
So one field which is important in this is also lawyers. Yes. Lawyers who are on the ground and who are arguing a case. 13 is very, very beneficial there.
So if you had to compile the 13 in one line, how would that be?
Expression, extrovertism, argumental skills and charisma.
Next, let's proceed to one of, I think, your favorite beads, which is the 14 Mukhi. Please explain to us about the 14 and what it does. So
as I said, the beads 8 Mukhi and above are good for balancing your chakras. 13 is for throat chakra, for expression. 14 is for your Agya chakra. 14, yes, in the Shastras also it is mentioned that it is Devmani. It is the only bead which you can keep on top of the Shivling during Abhishek. They say that the 14 Mukhi comes from those trees which grew when the teardrops of Lord Shiva from his third eye fell on earth. So 14 is a very, very benevolent bead. It is a beautiful and a miraculous bead. The results that I have seen on 14, the 14 is the only bead in which I can honestly say कि ये तो होगा ही होगा, results. And yeah, it is for intuition, it is for sixth sense, it is for perfect for decision making. You will find all our people who are wearing 14 Mukhi, Somil, they are very, very stable. बहुत गंभीरता से. They will never get swayed away by or influenced by other people in taking their own decisions. Inherently, they develop a sixth sense and an element of taking decisions under calm, which, of course, as per spirituality, those decisions taken on an alpha state of mind are always correct. So, and 14 is for luck. 14 is for Sakshat Hanuman. 14 is for both Saturn and Mars. 14 is for complete control. People in stock market, builders, people in construction line, mining. For them, 14 is brilliant. Actually, 14, honestly, is good for everyone. And I have seen brilliant results in 14. उतार चढ़ाव जीवन में होता ही होता है हर एक को, whoever that person is. But 14 gives you a very stable upward graph in their life. I have yet to see a person after wearing a 14, he has seen a very big downturn. Never. He will see slight bump, but overall chart continuously is always on the upswing. So that is why it's my favorite bead. 14 usages are also very varied. Even if it is good for businessmen, 14 is extremely good for people in doing astrology or doing Reiki, because there you have the Agya Chakra where you wear the 14 on the forehead. Now that is for improving your ability to foresee, for predictions. So it is also good for people in occult science. 14 is brilliant when, of course, as Agya Chakra, you can then take the pendant, wear it on the neck, and it is worn on the right arm also. 14 for perfect decision making. So 14 has a variety of usage. So many people, they go in for the Siddhamala as a family heirloom. They wear the Siddhamala which is a collection of 1 to 14. They wear it, say maybe 4 hours a day. But 114 additional they take just to wear it on a continuous basis. हनुमान जी का है, स्टेबिलिटी देता है, प्रोटेक्शन देता है, ओवरऑल हेल्थ की इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाता है. You will see brilliant results of 14.
If you had to sum up the 14 in one line.
Intuition, decision making, and overall protection.
Brilliant.
And of course, Shastras has mentioned Devmani. So it is the most precious gem.
Let's proceed towards the 15 if you're ready.
15 is, again, as I said, the best alternative, or one of the best alternative to one Mukhi of Nepal. It is for Pashupatinath. 15 has all the qualities of the 14, but additionally, it has a moral chapter. 15 is for very, very good for people who run NGOs or who run, or apart from their own business, they indulge in community activities. So that जिससे अच्छा, this is true for even big industrialists, because उनके एक decision से, and because of their industry, बहुत लोगों का घर चलता है, बहुत लोगों की lives are dependent. For such a person, 15 is really, really, Lord Pashupatinath, Bhagwan Shiv really blesses that individual, so that the continuity remains, so that he can be a better giver also. So that way 15 is very, very good. People running big show, even businesses or NGOs or something for the development of humanity, 15 gives you brilliant blessings. So 15 is for Pashupatinath, and who's the savior of all the fauna on the planet. So very nice bead, 15 Mukhi.
In terms of health benefits, what can a person expect when he wears a 15?
Almost same as the 14.
As 14.
Almost same as the 14. Overall immunity, it will definitely improve.
If you had to sum up the 15 in one line.
Lord Pashupatinath, blessings of Lord Shiva, and brilliant bead for morality.
Let's proceed towards the 16 Mukhi, please.
16 Mukhi Somil is an advancement or a higher form of the 8 Mukhi. 16 Mukhi Rudraksh is a, now these all Rudraksh, 14 and above, are extremely rare. They are expensive. They are going expensive every month. I'm not even saying every year now, because the demand is so much. For example, 14 also, they wear one and then they say three. You know, we have about 6 clients who are wearing 33 beads of 14 Mukhi. So the demand is very high and the supply is the same. So these all beads are extremely rare. 16 Mukhi, maybe in a year you cannot get more than 40 pieces. Now imagine in a country the size of ours and a growing economy, growing population, the demand of 16 is huge. So right now I always tell people still the prices are very reasonable, you know, but and Rudraksh, the life of Rudraksh is thousands of years if kept well. So it is by luck, I still believe, even after being in this since 25 years, if it is their luck, they can possess one and of good quality, and they can keep it for their future generations also. They can use it in their lifetimes, but it's an investment for future generation. 16 Mukhi Rudraksh की सबसे beautiful quality is that it is for victory. 16 Mukhi is represented by Bhagwan Ram. Now, Shastras, they describe only till 14 Mukhi. 14 Mukhi and above, beads are mentioned only in Katyani Tantra and by other researches which has happened, because these beads till 21 Mukhi are regularly found in nature. So, it is there. So, based on the results that you see after wearing this, many older books also have mentioned or classified their the effects of those Rudraksh. We also, in our journey of 25 years, the results that we have seen, for example, in 16 is extremely good for lawyers, people who are in legal profession, law firms. Bhagwan Ram का है, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम राम का है. It is for victory, and also Rahu, because 8 Mukhi is for Rahu. This is a more enhanced version. So 16 Mukhi, किसी के पास भी बड़े legal cases अगर होते हैं, उसके लिए भी 16 is very good to win court battles, etc. 16 is a brilliant bead. 16 is also very good for Muladhar Chakra.
So, apart from lawyers, apart from people who have legal cases, who else should wear or can wear a 16, and for what purpose?
Sadhana, Muladhar sadhana. You see, the first chakra is the Muladhar. Once a person can activate the Muladhar continuously. Now, again, when you talk about chakras, while doing meditation, yes, your chakra can be balanced. But what happens half an hour later, 1 hour later? Life changes. You are going in your car, and then suddenly you receive a call, that chakra gets disbalanced. It's a natural process, and people have experienced this. By wearing a 16, you get a constant activation of the chakra. That is the beauty of Rudraksh. That wherever you are, you will have that balance of Muladhar. So wearing a 16 Mukhi is extremely good for more balance, more gravity, you can say.
Brilliant. So, if you had to sum up the 16 in one line?
For victory, getting name and fame, and also overcoming major obstacles.
Let's proceed towards the 17 Mukhi now. What are its benefits?
17 is for Vishwakarma. It is for builder of the world. 17 is one of the Rudraksh. 17 and 19, these both the beads are very good for financial gains. Of course, 7 Mukhi, as I said, is for stability more, but 17 we have seen brilliant results in acquiring land, etc. 17 is very, very good again for builders, both 14 and 17. 17 is for starting something new and being very successful in it. So if anyone is going in for new projects, 17 is brilliant. It removes all obstacles in the path. So 17 is also for Saturn, and the Beach mantra of all the beads above 15 and above is Om Namah Shivaya. It can be a standard mantra, Panchakshari, because as you know in the Shastras it's not mentioned, so it's an individual interpretation. People can chant those mantras. Om Namah Shivaya is the best Panchakshari, and 17 Mukhi is is a bead which also gives you better sixth sense. Again, 14 is for Saturn, is also for for intuition. 17 gives you a good sense in new projects. So it's good for luck, good luck, and new developments.
Okay. And if you had to sum up the 17 Mukhi in one line,
New projects, luck, and financial growth.
let's proceed towards the 18.
18 Mukhi is for Mother Earth. It's also known as a Bhumi Rudraksh. इसमें माँ गायत्री का आशीर्वाद रहता है. And 18 is actually for large developmental projects, be it in any field, even if it is in, suppose, an ashram. Somebody wants to create an ashram, or maybe a wellness center, or maybe a township. For them, 18 Mukhi is very good. Say you have a builder who is constructing a township or a gated community, or anybody who's creating something where he will get profit from land, etc. Bhumi ka fayda ho, even in large scale mining, etc. 18 is brilliant. 18 also represents Mars, so it is also good for removing the malefic effect of Mars. So that way 18 is very, very good for people in new projects and new developmental work.
What kind of results have you seen with people who wear higher Mukhis, like above 14, if they jumped as a combination? Somebody wears 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 instead of these lower beads. What kind of experiences do they have?
Rudralife's approach has always been not to, try to sell a 21 or a 18 first. We always want first, Baba, remove obstacles. If we remove obstacles in our path, and if your purpose is getting solved, then why to go in for higher Mukhi beads? You see, if everybody goes in for higher Mukhi beads, again you will have a situation wherein the prices will get more doubled, because 18 Mukhi, how much will you get? You will get in a year maybe not more than 15 pieces. And 15 individuals in the country is nothing. So then the prices will jump like anything. So I would rather suggest go for the Siddhamala first, protect yourself everywhere, be in good health, be in good spirits, then see the results also, and then move forward. There are so many people who first they just wear the Siddhamala, or even smaller. They start, I'm to saying start with a Panchmukhi. See the results, then go for a combination, say the same Panchmukhi is there, and then you add a 7, 8 and 12. Then enhance it and make it to the Siddhamala, or directly go to the Siddhamala, see the results, and then proceed further. Then go for the Mahamrityunjay Mala, which is 1 to 17. Our Mahamrityunjay Mala is 1 to 17. Then we have our Narayani Mala stage, which is 1 to 19. And then person can make their entire Indramala, which is 1 to 21, Gauri Shankar, Trijuti, Ganesh and Savar. So this is a procedure which they can follow after seeing the results. We are always there providing with them. We are in touch with everyone. And as you know, we are directly one-on-one with customers. So they can interact with us in our Anubhav campaign. They can tell us the results also. And ultimate purpose, Sawmill, in life is to be happy. Yes, a person is in a profession, he would like to excel. Money is secondary, but they would like to create a mark. They would like to search happiness in that particular area. There are people who want to search happiness in meditation. There are people who want to search happiness in helping others. So the main goal is to be happy. Rudraksh is a tool which removes obstacles, creates good balance, creates more positivity in you in order to achieve that stage of Lord Shiva, which is Satchitanand. So all these beads, they help in the process. Again, I would like to stress that for a person who requires a Rudraksh for, say, blood circulation, better he goes only for the 5 Mukhi. Why to even explore a 18? So 5 Mukhi in my thought process is equally important, although the bead is for 50 rupees or 100, whatever, rather than 18 or an expensive 21. So, be very, very comfortable. These are blessings of Lord Shiva. And if he desires, and Srimad Devi Bhagavatam says that Rudraksh, they will come only if it is in your destiny or good fortune. So, slowly, in stages, the person can complete his Indramala.
If you had to compile the 18 Mukhi in one line, what would you be?
Mother Earth, Ma Bhagwati, and profit from land.
Let's proceed towards the 19 Mukhi.
So, 19 is again my very favorite bead, and it is extremely sought after by big law firms and also by big industrialists, and I've seen brilliant results. 19 is extremely good for top leaders who are politicians. It is 19 is Dashavatar Vishnu. 19 as 10 Mukhi was Vishnu, so that also I said it is for leadership qualities, our Narayan Kavach. 19 is brilliant for living in the moment, having complete control over all operations. 19 is a bead where वो था ना कुंग फू पांडा में, that you have a meditative state that you can hear the butterfly's wings flapping. So 19 gives you that sense, to put it in a context. So 19 is for complete control. If one-liner of 19 is complete control over all your operations and senses. Somil, 19 is a brilliant bead to immediately balance all your chakras also. So you are very, very calm after wearing 19, and you don't get perturbed or disturbed by any phenomena happening around you. So brilliant bead. 19 I also wear regularly, 19 and 14 and 17 and 9. So brilliant results of the 19. There are people who are wearing 3 beads of 19, and that creates a big problem. So many a times I tell them, no sir, one is fine. No need to proceed further. So 19, the results are brilliant.
What would be your supply idea of the 19?
10 beads, 10, 12 beads of good quality. Otherwise, total overall supply about 20 beads, 25 beads. But out of that, really good quality around 8 to 10 beads. But the demand is very high of 19.
So we got the one-liner also. Let's proceed to the 20.
So 20 Mukhi and 21, both, Somil, are for Kuber. The added advantage on 20 is research. People who are into high research, जैसे वो 12, I told you about the person wearing, who's in research of cancer in US. He's wearing 33 beads of 12 Mukhi because it enhanced his ability to process the research. But he's also wearing a 20 for breakthrough. Getting a breakthrough in research is the 20. Now, of course, I'm giving you a context of research, but 20 is also very, very good for new ideas. Like, for example, if a person is going into, say, new form of application of artificial intelligence, 20, very good. Absolutely new domain. Something out of the box creation, because 20 is for Brahma. So it is for creating something extremely unique. So even an industrialist or who's venturing out into new fields, like you have a lot of industrial. I know one person who has a family business. He's running that same family business, but he wore a 20, and now he's into a completely different line. Absolutely, he's gone into defense. Which was not his field. So he believes that it was because after wearing 20, he thought of going in that direction. So it is something totally different and new. So high level of creativity and balanced approach. Now 20 and 21 Mukhi. Now I'll tell you, I'll join both of these together because 20 and 21 are so rare. They are almost, you get about 3, 4, 5 pieces of both only in a year. 21 is for Kuber. It is for a lot of wealth. But people do get attracted towards a 21 because they think Kuber matlab bahut paisa aayega. It is not true, Somil. It is not true. I would like to tell you very honestly. 21, the giver of wealth is Ma Lakshmi. Kuber is guardian of the khazana. So 21 Mukhi is generally preferred or given or suggested to people who have already achieved a level. And Somil, this is a real problem in today's many families that I have personally seen. People are little anxious and apprehensive of their children taking their legacy forward. And that is where the 21 comes in. कि हम एक पोजीशन पे आए हैं तो वो पोजीशन हमारी नीचे ना जाए, खजाना भरा रहे, मतलब खजाना not in terms of money per se, but in terms of legacy. And people, the next generation takes it forward. So I feel 20 and 21 is more for preservation of wealth. And that way, yes, rarity and Kuber ji ka आशीर्वाद रहे तो yeah, everything, you will never see downs in life, you will see growth only. And it is brilliant. I will not name, but one family, they had split up and they wore the 21, both the brothers, and now they have come back together and their legacy has grown fivefolds. Three brothers in the country. So yeah, so it gives you more legacy growth in life.
Owning a 21 Mukhi as even a family pride, how does like people have that desire, right? Can you explain more about owning a 21?
Yes, there are many families who own an entire Indramala. They keep it as a family heirloom to be passed on from generation to generation. Somil, you'll be surprised that once a person goes in for the Indramala, and if he has two sons, the person will go for two Indramalas, one for each family. After seeing the results again, I'm again stressing on it, is not in terms of increasing of their turnover, but increasing of their happiness, increasing of their family bondage and growth. Again, main goal is happiness and Satchit Anand. So that you can get by having these family heirlooms in your house. And I've seen since 25 years, every year maybe 2 or 3 Indramalas, so you can multiply and you can know how many people in the country are wearing our Indramalas or having their Indramalas in their houses. Indramala, Siddhamala, they all are trademark registered product of Rudralife. So yeah, I've seen brilliant results, and you'll be surprised, our first Indramala which was sold in the country, it was sold at a price at which we are selling our Siddhamala today. So see how exponential the prices have become just because of demand and availability of the beads.
Together, can you explain us the Rudraksh between 22 to 27 also, just in a gist, if you can compile what these beads are for?
People जो research में होते हैं या who are in this subject of Rudraksh and who know about the production etc. and what is going on in Nepal, what kind of beads are coming. So over a period of even my journey of 25 years, we have seen in 1 year maybe a 23 comes up, even a 25 comes up. So लोगों का ऐसा मानना रहा है कि because there are 27 नक्षत्र, just correlating, so there should be Mukhi still 27. So we have a priced mala with us which is 1 to 27. It is not for sale, but we at Rudralife should possess one, so we have it. So that is, we have termed it as the Nakshatra Mala. But that we have collected over a period of about 16 years. So those are very rare beads. But yes, these days somehow I'm seeing, since last maybe 4 years, 22, 23 are coming more frequently. So many of our believers, customers who have already an Indramala, 1 to 21, they already have since last maybe 8 years. So they add whatever, 22 comes, they'll add it. 23 comes, they'll add it. Whatever unique beads. Although I cannot describe what will be their result, I'm still monitoring. I still ask them, कि आपने अब आपकी माला 24 तक हो गई है या 23 तक हो गई है या 21 के बाद 22 लगाया है, क्या रिजल्ट्स देखें. आई एम स्टिल मॉनिटरिंग एंड मे बी आई विल कम टू नो सम यूनिक फीचर्स विच आर कॉमन, बिकॉज I don't have a very large base. We are talking about only 7 or 8 individuals in the country, or maybe 9 maximum, who have the blessings of Shiva to increase their mala till say maybe 22, 23 or 24. One gentleman is with 25 in Bangalore, and 26, 27 to only we have, and it has not yet come since last now about 5 years now. So I still need to see the results that are coming. Then maybe I can give a little bit of description on how the behavior goes after seeing at least, the sample size is small.
We are coming now to a few of our last beads in this series. So we have a very popular Rudraksha known as Gauri Shankar. Please explain to us about Gauri Shankar and what it does.
As I said, Somil, that about 80-85% of the fakes in the market are sold as one Mukhi of Nepal. Now, once we started, we are doing our shows and podcasts, and we have since so many years now. This 80, earlier this was 95%, so it has come down to 80, 85, and it will further come down of one Mukhi of Nepal to about 70, 75. Now the fakes that are happening more, the balance fakes, are in the Gauri Shankar, in the Trijuti, because Gauri Shankar is 2 Rudrakshas naturally joined together. Now the cheaper ones, what they do is they just cut 2 5 Mukhis and then they stick it. You have super glues like anything now. It's very difficult to of course, we can see it in our laboratory, because we do density variation, we do aura scanning, we do a lot of things in the lab. So we can come to know, we can detect the glue, etc., which is there. So people generally in the Gauri Shankar and Trijuti, they use these techniques, some even more advanced techniques to make it a higher price bead, which are very, very difficult to find as well. Gauri Shankar is 2 Rudrakshas naturally joined together. They are for Shiv and Parvati. Gauri Shankar is the best bead for family peace and harmony. It is very good for finding the right partner, and it is good for marriage also. So Gauri Shankar is very, very good for harmonious relationship. That is what the Gauri Shankar does. So it is there in our Siddhamala. It is there in our unity combination also. And it is also, of course, there in our Indramala and all the malas subsequent. Trijuti is 3 Rudrakshas naturally joined together. This is a rare bead. You will get about, again, 7, 8, 10 beads maximum in a year. Trijuti represents Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Now, Trijuti generally is very effective for people who conceive an idea, who process that idea, and who completes that idea. This is the essence of the trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma conceives, creates, Vishnu manages, again process, and Shiva, who completes, gives definition. So Trijuti mein, jaise suppose there is a person who wants to start, say, a project or say a film. He gets an idea, he goes into the creative aspects, then he starts assembling all things, makes a movie. Now, a movie is not made till the time it finishes. Everything happens and culminates, and you give a definition, which is a film. So Trijuti helps in all these processes coming together in the same time frame. So it's a very, very effective bead for people who are executing a project. So Trijuti is sought after even by leaders, by people to, in order to, whoever conceives an idea, to process it and to complete it on time. So very rare bead, again expensive, but very much care has to be taken, because there are a lot of fakes in the market, and brilliantly carved fakes in the market. Other bead is the Savar. Savar is again a form of Gauri Shankar only. The 2 Rudraksha naturally joined together, but one lobe has only one Mukhi on it. So it is Gauri Ganesh with Shiv ki kripa. Again, Savar is a good alternate to one Mukhi of Nepal, but not the broken Savar. So, but Savar we have seen good results in property, in people into for acquisition of property, etc. Savar is we have seen good results there. So these are the basic entire gamut. Of course, the Ganesh Rudraksha is also there, where you get blessings of Ganesha, which has a trunk projection. Now, in nature, as is true in a lot of fruits or seed of a fruit in nature, sometimes you get little different combinations also. So, of course, these are the ones 1 to 21, Trijuti, Gauri Shankar, Ganesh, which regularly happens and they are properly classified. Sometimes you get some unique pieces also, Dabar Savar, etc. So that is more of a collector's game. People like to, acha naya kuch bead aaya, so they then go in as a collection. Ki chalo, let us keep it as a collection. But they don't have a definition as yet because there is no big sample size in order to give them a good definition.
What are the other usage of Gauri Shankar?
Somil, Gauri Shankar, as it represents Shiv Parvati and the ruling planet is Moon. तो एक तो जैसा मैंने बताया, इट इज़ गुड फॉर फाइंडिंग द राइट पार्टनर, रिलेशनशिप, हस्बैंड वाइफ रिलेशनशिप, फैमिली सिचुएशंस. इट इज़ ऑल्सो गुड फॉर वेवरिंग थॉट प्रोसेस में एकाग्रता लाना. इट इज़ ऑल्सो गुड फॉर कोल्ड कफ एंड चेस्ट प्रॉब्लम्स ऑल्सो. ऑल्सो you'll be surprised in our spiritual combinations because it represents Shiv Shakti. It opens up our root chakra. It is extremely, extremely good for meditation. शिव पार्वती यिन यान, तो उसके लिए गौरी शंकर हमारा मेडिटेशन के कॉम्बिनेशंस में आता है एंड वेरी इंटीग्रल पार्ट इन आवर ध्यान योग माला. वी हैव अ ध्यान योग माला which again, as I told you, one Mukhi is for ekagrata, focus in meditation. Gauri Shankar again is for yin yang, the concept of the universe. Then in the Dhyan Yog Mala you have a 9 Mukhi, again as I told you, for spirituality, Devi ki uska. 11 you have for Hanuman, again for spiritual consciousness and meditation. And balance are all 5 Mukhi Nepali Rudraksha. So this is our Dhyan Yog Mala, very sought after by yoga teachers or people into meditation, etc. Apart from having a Siddhamala at their house for professional successes, etc., they also go in for a Dhyan Yog Mala for when they do their pujas, etc. If you see, Gauri Shankar is most sought after by Siddhi, Sadhak and Acharya, Mahamandleshwar. You will find them wearing Gauri Shankar Kantha only. आप उनके पास जाके बोलो अगर कि सर रुद्राक्ष, तो बोलेंगे गौरी शंकर है क्या. बिकॉज शिव शक्ति का जब तक मिलन नहीं होगा तब तक साधना सिद्ध नहीं हो सकती. यू विल फाइंड मेजर महामंडलेश्वर्स इन द कंट्री, सिद्धि साधक वेयरिंग 33 बीड्स ऑफ गौरी शंकर. एंड मेनी पीपल हु आर इनटू हाई लेवल मेडिटेशन, भैरव साधना, ये जो स्पिरिचुअल साधना करते हैं, दे वेयर अ गौरी शंकर कंठा.
So I think that wraps up the entire series of all the Mukhis of the world of Rudraksh. So to all our viewers, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you have any kind of queries you want to reach out to, you can always mention it in our comments below, or you can reach out to our team of experts via the WhatsApp link below. If you want a personal consultation, you can also go through the link for our Empower Inquiries. And thank you so much for this exhaustive podcast, and I hope that this insight helps you in your journey and helps you in decision making as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.